I read about the Lady of Sacred Waters. She's the sacred guardian of the holy waters. And there's more, but what I found really interesting about that is that even before I had decided to draw a card, I had thought about it, and my go-to colors for a bottom layer are often in the magenta and the red range. And I decided, let's do something different. Let's go to the blues. And so here it is. I went to the blues, and then I pulled the card of the Holy Sacred Waters. So, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start with a palette knife because it's fun to use, and it just does something different. And it creates a whole different texture on the canvas. And add some white to that. One of the things I've been thinking about recently is problem solving, because one of the things that I know is that painting is really good for problem solving, and for helping you improve your problem solving skills. It's something, I used to work as an administrator, and I was always surprised that when people had such a hard time problem solving. And so I thought about it, and I wondered to know what was that all about. So I looked it up, and one of the ways in which painting helps with problem solving skills is it helps with divergent thinking. Now, see, one of the things I like about the palette is how you get these beautiful shades of the combinations of the way the colors are coming together that are not stuff you would usually, I wouldn't necessarily get that with a brush. So divergent thinking is what that means is generating multiple solutions to a problem. Now, I first learned that when I was in my early 30s, and I learned how to brainstorm, and that was really important. And what I've and it was it really helped me see, because I had really thought that there had to be one way of doing things, and so it really helped me see that there were multiple ways of coming up with an answer, and some of them are outrageous, but that's okay, because being outrageous is sometimes okay too. So because sometimes, even though an outrageous idea may not come to fruition, if you don't have them, how do you think we ever would have gotten cell phones if someone didn't have an outrageous idea at some point? How would we have ever gotten some of the technology that we consider so important right now if someone hadn't had an outrageous idea that seemed totally impossible? So that's the importance of divergent thinking. And so with painting, it's like, okay, one of the ways that I do this is just like this. Okay, well, let's just try something different. Let's see what happens if I use a palette knife instead of a brush. How does that change things? And it changes it a lot, because you just get a whole different way in which the paint flows on the canvas and in which it mixes with each other. And so you can see all sorts of different possibilities.